America is going to go into slow decline. And let me tell you something about slow decline. There is something frustrating week after week about not being able to afford basic commodities. It eats at you faster than the economy can break down. So as the economy is breaking down, the economy is going to be breaking down brick by brick. That was prophesied in 2024, and that was just a continuation of old prophecies. But there was something that God said that really got my attention, and he said that in the minds of the people who lead us, the people who are governing us, he said that they are watching us, and they are specifically saying they have too much money still. They still have too much disposable income. They still have a job. They still have money to buy PlayStations and sneakers. And he said that there's frustration inside the leadership of this country. And you're thinking, oh, it's the Democrats because that was them last year. Or you're thinking, oh, it's the Republicans because look at how they're acting. It is the deep state, the existing government that is behind the face of whoever is sitting in power at the time. The architects that run this country, Yah says, are very impatient with the pace at which the government is breaking down. He says that they are working hard to make sure that even the 2 cents that we have left will be taken away. So what God is looking to build into spiritual people, please understand that this is not part of what is written down. This is part of what the Lord has been teaching me and laying on my heart for my own understanding and preparation of what is ahead of us, is that this economy is going to break down according to the prophecies. However, the people are going to break down faster than the economy can break down. All it takes is 3 missed mortgage payments for someone to pick up a gun and go to the bank and shoot the bank manager. For you, who does that? That is the breakdown of your life. You are not Luigi, the photogenic shooter of the moment. You're an ordinary guy who's trying to pay the bills, and then the money is not long. The money is now short. You can't make it. You skip payment 1, they send you a letter. You skip payment 2, third payment, they start telling you things like repossession. This was prophesied back in 2021. Repossession of homes, breakdown of families, going to live in the trailer park, going to live in the 1 bedroom, and a family of 6 sharing 1 bathroom, 2 bedrooms, and living in ways that they never conceived. This is pressure points. This is boiling point. This makes people extremely disobedient. God was saying in 2021 that Americans are going to become so disobedient to the government that he was saying to me today, civil disobedience, mass protests, and just basically breaking government things. God said that Americans are going to sabotage government property. I can't think what it might be, because what was coming in my heart is the grid. But why would you sabotage the grid when the grid is actually what supplies power to homes? Nevertheless, he kept laying it on my heart that Americans are going to become so insurrectionist, meaning they're going to become like mini vigilantes. They're going to be so upset. They're going to be so angry that they're going to vandalize and damage government property. Americans are going to become ungovernable. To become ungovernable, just think of all the protests that France had in 2023. Just think of how French people burnt their cities down, their own cities. They burnt them down, and then they took chairs outside and they sat in the fires and were having wine and sitting in the midst of all the trash and all the things that they were burning. They destroyed their own cities because they were so upset at things that Emmanuel Macron was doing. And that is what Yah says we're going to do. It's not going to be any kind of quiet thing. People are going to be so upset, so vocal, so disobedient. And Yah says that the general feeling will be, because Americans will feel, they will literally feel that they've come to a breaking point, and they will feel that if the government doesn't obey the laws, they're not going to obey any laws as well. If the government is disobedient to what is written down as the laws by which America runs, then the people themselves are going to say that we're not doing anything that we're supposed to do. And it's going to come to a point of, is the nation going to leap off the precipice of rising up in civil insurrection, rising up in civil war, or not? So just understand that, because this is what Yah has been pointing to.